Today I am concluding my practicum with a participation reflection. Today I interviewed three faculty members, gained perspective as far as their understanding of school vision. What I did notice in my interviews is that with the senior interviewees, their perspective of vision was more inclusive, more broad as far as what their roles were. But when it came to my younger interviewee, he was still not aware of how to create the environment of illuminate the vision of the campus. In a blog titled Why School Culture Matters and How to Improve It, a quote by Michael Hatterman said, "Culture is intangible, but is essential. You can walk into a school and know immediately whether you want to be there or not. The same thing goes for students and staff. A climate of culture dealing with the vision of a campus allows every stakeholder have an opportunity to work and organize together that no matter how many variances in personality, they still have an underlying goal. Cultural vision is the quiver in an arrow, which controls the direction of that arrow. That arrow being continuous school improvement. It is vividly clear to achieve an atmosphere to do better needs a vision that can be shared by all stakeholders. The vision of organization allows for the individual to align with the campus direction. The vision of an organization is a tool for the campus to allow so many elements that each individual participant brings to the table. The participants are students, parents, community, business owners, staff, and administrators. When the interviews revealed that there are so many variances to the same question about vision. But I did notice, based off the tenure, where you had Mr. Williams with 16 years, and you had Mr. Dixon with 10 years, and you had Mr. Molinar with 2 years. From the perspective of Mr. Williams with 16 years, he stated that in order for a campus to be successful, it's a step-by-step process, meaning that he's not waiting for someone to direct him in a direction that he needs to go in. What he is doing, he understands his role, and he's initiating, and he's making himself an example for other younger educators to glean from. And Mr. Dixon, his perspective that it's based off accountability and consistency, meaning that whatever your routine is, you're going to do it, and then you're going to be consistent at it. As he used the example of the reading program of the campus. Now, with Mr. Dixon, his philosophy is just a slight little different, and it's that he's putting the burden of communicating more with the children, and that the adults will do what they need to do, and the students need to be informed and brought along. But when it got to Mr. Molinar, his position was that the students need to be aware of the plan, which is true. His perspective felt that the students were not aware of the vision, that the only invested stakeholders who were aware of the vision were the teachers. And because he's a younger teacher, it was very difficult for him to know what questions to ask and what direction to go in. And that is why in the introduction, I wanted to include their experience at educating, but also what motivated them to come into being a teacher at all. Because with vision, it is going to be that you have to have a heart to want to do well for children. You have to have a heart that no matter what circumstances they're in, that you're able to guide them and lead them into what something that's better from them in spite of any adversity or lack of participation at home. See, the purpose of a continuous school improvement has those 6 steps. Those 6 steps are: 1, clarify your school's mission, vision, and core values. And with us doing that and focusing on our core values and our mission, we are aligning ourselves with the fundamental principles to be an improved campus. 2, determine where your school is with respect to its vision and values. Here we are again, once reminded the importance of knowing what your vision is and knowing and being honest with yourself about where you are in relationship to that vision. 3, set goals and objectives for addressing the differences. The vision that has been created and established by the SD site-based management team has been used from the data that was created from the scores that they saw what the truth is, and now we need to go in this direction. That's the importance of the site-based management team. Identify strategies. 4 is identify strategies to achieve these goals and objectives and develop plans for implementing them, including human and material sources. It is very important that if you want your staff to buy into a vision, you must be guilty of making sure that you as the campus leader is doing their part by ensuring that those staff members are being informed of the new strategies and techniques of teaching a variety of students. 5, implement the strategies. That means follow through. And in order for a campus to be effective, using the vision, we have to be able to follow to ensure that those measures are being met. And 6, access their implementation and outcomes. Feed information back into the first 2 steps, because improving campuses will continue to evolve into the mechanism that affect the lives of many kids at one time. Our ultimate goal as educators is to enrich the lives of children to be better workers or better collegiate students. Okay? In week 2, we learned that how the culture is compared to the climate. The climate is the attitude of the campus, and culture is the personality. Both of these are navigated using vision, the cultural vision. So I am hoping that we're able to provide you the information needed in this review, that in order to be successful, ensuring that you have a strong foundation of cultural vision, please ensure that all stakeholders are very much aware of what the vision is, what are the strategies to get to the vision, and ability to be honest with yourself, to measure yourself to see if you have arrived or if you overachieved. And thank you for allowing me to complete my practicum.